welcome to my channel. This is the third class of our wave of optics chapter. In this class, last class already we discussed about Huygens principle. No? Based on the Huygens principle, we can derive the law of reflection of light. Yes, we derive the law of reflection of light. Reflection of light. Okay, they are going to ask the question like this: derive the law of reflection of light using the Huygens wave theory of light. Yes, using the Huygens wave theory of light. Otherwise, we can write the complete full question. We can write the full question. Derive the law of reflection of light on the basis of Huygens wave theory. Derive law of reflection of light. Derive the law of reflection of light on the basis of Huygens wave theory. On the basis of Huygens wave theory. Here, so we are going to derive the law of reflection of light on the basis of Huygens wave theory. Say, before we can go further, our actual derivation, just we can see what is meant by laws of reflection. Say, in reflection, what I am going to do is, I am going to take a reflecting surface. This I am going to take a reflecting surface, means mirror. One side will be silver coated. Mirror. When I am going to incident a ray of light, this is what normal drawn. Yes or no? This is what normal drawn. This is what we are going to call as reflected. This is what reflected. This is the incident ray. This is what reflected ray. This is called as what? Angle of incidence. This is what? Angle of reflection. Yes or no? This is what reflection. When a ray of light travels from one medium to the another medium, it falls on the surface of the another medium. What will happen? The part of the ray is going to be reflected back to the same medium, or rebounds to the same medium. It is going to be called as what? Reflection. Here there will be two laws. In mind, two laws. First of all, incident ray, reflected ray, normal drawn, all lying the same. Clear? Incident ray, reflected ray, normal drawn. This is normal drawn, all lying the same. This is the first law. Second law, it will be simple. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Yes, the angle of incidence, this angle is equal to angle of reflection. These are the two laws. These two laws are to do using Huygens principle. Clear? What I am going to do? 3 marks important question. Derive the law of reflection. Derive the law of reflection. Incident ray, reflected ray, normal drawn, all lying in the same plane. The angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Clear? Now, one more point here you have to remember. Derivation I am going to use congruent triangles. In mathematics, congruent triangles means when I am going to take up two triangles, in two triangles, the two sides should be same and one angle should be 90 degree. Two sides of the triangle should be same and one angle of the triangle should be 90 degree. Then the remaining angles also same. Remaining angles also same. That one we are going to call as what? Congruent triangle. This one I am going to use in the diagram or derivation. Then remember Huygens principle. Each and every point of the given wavefront produces a secondary wavelets in all directions. The tangent drawn to the secondary waves gives the position of the new wavefront. Then, in one more point, the ray is the line perpendicular to the wavefront is called as what? Ray. Yes or not? The line perpendicular to the wavefront is called as what? Ray of light. Yeah? Yes or not? These things you have to remember. Now, when we come to the diagrammatic part, now I have to prove using what? Huygens principle. Yes, I am going to prove using the Huygens principle. What I want to do is, I am going to take the reflecting surface. Y is what? Reflecting surface. Reflecting surface. X-ray is the reflecting surface. Here what I am going to do is, I am going to insulate 2 rays of light. I am going to insulate this is the first. I am going to insulate. Then I am going to insulate one more ray. This is the second ray. Okay, I am going to insulate 2 rays of light. This is what second ray. Okay, here what I am going to take 1 and 2 incident rays. 1 and 2 are the incident rays. Here same way. Here these are what? Normal trans. Yes, no, these are the normal trans. Here the ray, first ray is going to be incident at a point. I am going to take this to be A, and this one I am going to take C. Okay. Now, already we people know that. Okay. What will happen? The ray line perpendicular to the wavefront or line perpendicular to the ray is called as what? Wavefront. I am going to try a perpendicular, or I am going to try a normal. Here it will form 90 degree. This point I am going to mark B. Okay. Now, according to reflection, when a ray of light incident on it, this is what angle of incidence. There also this will be angle of incidence. You will have what happened when reflected. This is the wavefront. I am going to write AB is the incident wavefront. Keep in mind, simple one. Simple one. 1 and 2 are what? Incident rays. Here I am going to draw a normal to the second ray, that normal perpendicular draw, that one we are going to call as what? Wavefront. Listen, the ray and wavefront both are perpendicular to each other. This will be wavefront. Now, what will happen? After writing the incident wavefront, this one, when I am going to draw, this is what will happen? This will be reflected back. The ray will be reflected back to the same way. This is also reflected back to the same way. This one I am going to take 1 dash and 2 dash. 1 dash and 2 dash. Reflected rays. Reflected rays. Reflected rays. This is angle of reflection. This is also angle of reflection. Clear? Now, keep in mind, one more thing here, important one. Keep in mind the angle between the wavefront and the incident surface. Yes, no, wavefront and the surface is also called angle of incidence. This is the incident wavefront. This is the surface. Is called angle of incidence. The angle between the ray and normal drawn is called as angle of incidence. In case of ray, same is in case of wavefront, the angle between the given wavefront and the surface is called as what? Incident angle. Okay. Now, come to the Ivers principle. Ivers principle. Each and every point on the given wavefront produces a secondary wave in all directions. Every point given wavefront is AB. Given wavefront is AB. Here I am going to take 2 points. One will be A, another will be B. I am going to take 2 points. A, another will be B. There will be 2 points. Clear? These 2 points are going to produce a secondary wave in all directions. The A is going to be produced as, I am going to assume, where A point is going to produce a secondary wave at a point D. At a point D. Same way, B is going to be produced as a secondary wave at a point C. at a time interval t. Both the wavefront at a time interval or 1 second or 2 seconds. Both are at the same time interval. A is going to be produces a new wavefront at a point B. B is going to be produces a new wavefront at a point C. Clear? Now here how much distance? The distance from here to here will be simple. Velocity will be displacement by time. Here velocity is what? Here the speed of the light will be c. The speed of light in the medium, rarer medium are going to take. This will be what? C. C is equal to d by t. D is equal to what? C. D is equal to ct. Clear? How much distance? Here this is what? ct. This is also ct. Now the surface touching, first point is over. Each and every point on the given wavefront produces a secondary waves in all directions. This point is producing here, this point is producing here. According to formula, this distance will be ct, this distance will be ct. Now second one, the surface touching all the secondary wavelets. The surface touching all the secondary wavelets. This is first secondary wavelet, this is the another secondary wavelet. This surface touching this surface touching the secondary wavelet is what? Gives the new wave. Clear? Over. Now, this is the normal drawn to what? Reflected ray. See, 90 degree from here. This is the normal drawn to the reflected ray. This reflected wavefront and surface is called as what? Angle of reflection. Here, normal drawn to the incident ray and the surface incident. This is the normal drawn. This is the normal drawn to the reflected ray is going to become what? New wavefront. Reflected wavefront. This angle between the reflected wavefront and surface is called as what? Angle of reflection. Here CD is what? Reflected wavefront. Clear? Clear? Diagram will be important. First I am going to take 1 and 2 are the incident rays. When I am going to take 1 and 2 are the incident rays, I am going to draw a normal to the incident ray. That is the incident wavefront. Incident wavefront. After that I am going to take 1 dash and 2 dash are the reflected rays. Yes, reflected rays. Now I am going to apply the Huygens principle. Each and every point of the given wavefront, I am going to take 2 points. One will be A, another will be B. A is going to be produces a secondary wavelet at a point B. B is going to be produces a secondary wavelet at a point C and a time interval T. How much distance? Ct. Now I am going to draw a normal. Normal to the reflected ray I am going to call it as what? Reflected wavefront. The angle between the reflected wavefront and surface we are going to call it as what? Angle of reflection. This is angle of reflection. Clear? Now derivation part. From triangles, what the triangles I am going to take? See here, A, B, C and A, D, C. A, B, C and A, B, C. From triangles A, B, C and ABC. From triangle ABC and ADC, from triangle ABC and ADC, AD is equal to BC. Side AD is equal to BC. Why? Distance CT. This is also CT. Means the AD is equal to BC is equal to CT. That's what from triangle ADC and ABC. AD is equal to BC equal to CT. Then AC is common for both. AC is common for both the triangles. The AC will be common for both the triangles. Then angle D is equal to angle B, 90 degree. 90 degree, this will be 90 degree. Now the two sides will be same and one angle will be 90 degree. Therefore, ABC, triangle ABC and ADC are congruent. When the two sides will be same and one angle will be 90 degree, then the triangles will be called as what? Congruent triangles. When the triangles will be congruent, the remaining both the two angles will be same. Remaining angles means what? BAC is equal to DCA. Can you say BAC? Angle BAC is equal to DCA. Is equal to what? DCA. Here A angle is what? Angle of incidence. Here is what? Angle of reflection. Now angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Yes, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This is what Eigen's principle. Using the Eigen's principle, we are going to arrive at condition for law of reflection. Simple one. First statement: see, incident ray, reflected ray, and normal ray all lie in the same way. Incident wavefront, reflected wavefront will be lying the same way. Then angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This is the one method. We can prove using the congruent triangles. Two sides will be same. See here, AC is common for both the triangles. AD is equal to BC. Two sides will be same. This angle and this angle will be 90 degree. The two sides will be equal and one angle will be 90 degree. Means the remaining angles also same. Therefore, we are going to say BAC is equal to DCA. Means I is equal to R. Means that is what? Law of reflection. That's the law of reflection. Yeah, this is the one method. This derivation can prove one more method also. One more method also. Simple one. One more method. One more method means how we are going to do one more method means I am going to take two triangles. Triangle ABC. From triangle ABC. One more method, alternative method. From triangle ABC, sin I is what? Sin I. Sin I is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite BC. Hypotenuse is what? AC. BC by AC. BC by AC. BC is what? CT. AC is, I am going to take, this will be 1. I am going to take one more triangle from triangle ADC. From triangle ADC, angle this one I am going to take. Sin R. Sin R. Sin R. Again here it will be what? Opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite what? AD. AD by AC. AD is what? CT by AC. This is what? Equation 2. Now what I am going to do? 1 divided by 2. Equation 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2 means sin I by sin R. Sin I by sin R. What is become? CT by AC. First one CT by AC. Again it will be CT by AC. AC comes to numerator. It will be cancelled. This is equal to 1. Means what? Sin I is equal to sin R. Sin I is equal to sin R. Both the sides sin cancel. I is equal to R. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Yeah, we can prove both the ways. One using the congruent triangles, condition of congruent triangles. Otherwise, you can take the triangles separately, ABC and ADC. Both the triangles you can take separately and you can divide and you get the condition. Clear? This is what we are going to derive the law of reflection of light on the basis of Eigen's wave theory of light. Clear? 3 marks question. 3 marks question. Now one more kind of derivation is there. Derive the law of refraction. Second one, derive the law of refraction. refraction of light on the basis of Einstein's theory of light. We can see the law of refraction now. Here, now we have to explain the deriving the law of refraction of light. First, we should know about what is meant by refraction. A refraction. Simple one. There will be refracting surface, means transparent medium. Okay, when a ray of light is incident from one medium to the another medium. Here I am going to take refractive index N1. Here refractive index will be N2. Or here speed of light will be V1, here speed of light will be V2. When I am going to incident a ray of light, what will happen? This is the normal law, this is the angle of incidence. When a ray of light travels from one medium to the another medium, it changes the path. Actually, it is going to follow this path, but it following this path means this is what? Angle of refraction. This is the normal law. Clear? This is incident ray. This is what? Refracted ray. When a ray of light travels from one medium to the another medium, it changes the path. This one we are going to find as what? Refraction. Here there will be two laws. One is same one. Incident ray, refracted ray, normal law, lie in the same plane. Incident ray, refracted ray, normal law, lie in the same plane. Second one, they are also called it as Snell's law. We are also called it as Snell's law. The ratio of sine of the angle of incident to the sine of the angle of refraction. The ratio of sine of the angle of incident to the sine of the angle of refraction is equal to the refractive index of the medium. Yes, sir, is equal to the refractive index of the medium is N2 by N1, or we can also call it as N. These are the laws. Incident ray, first law, incident ray, refracted ray, and normal run all in the same plane. Next one, the ratio of sine of the angle of incident to the sine of the angle of refraction is equal to the refractive index of the medium. This one is equal to the refractive index of the medium. This one we are going to call it as what? Snell's law. Yes, sir? Clear? Clear? No. We can come to the derivation part. Simple. Diagram will be important. Observe properly. I am going to take the refracting surface. X, Y, transparent. Here, X, Y is what? Refracting surface. X, Y is what? Refracting surface. I am going to incident two rays of light. One and two are what? Incident rays. Yes, 1 and 2 are the incident rays. Okay, these are what? Normal terms. This point I am going to take A. This point I am going to take B. Now, what is your condition? The ray is perpendicular to the wavefront. This ray will be always perpendicular to the wavefront. When ray will be perpendicular to the wavefront, means I am going to draw a normal. This point I am going to take C. Don't avoid confusion. This point I am going to take C. Now ray is perpendicular to the wavefront, means I am going to draw a normal. I'm going to draw a normal. This point I'm going to take P. This point I'm going to take B. Clear? Yes, now this point I'm going to take B. Here, assume here, what I'm going to take, the speed of light it will be V1. Here, the speed of light it will be V2. Means traveling from one medium to another medium, velocity changes. Here, refractive index will be N1. Here, refractive index will be N2. Okay? Here, V1 is the speed of light in rarer medium. The V2 is the speed of light in denser medium. This is our root assume. We are going to take rarer. This is denser. Because here condition you have to remember, when a ray of light travels from rarer to denser, bend towards the normal. When travels from denser to rarer, bends away from the normal. That's why I am going to assume this will be rarer medium. This will be denser medium. Okay. Now already I drawn. This is the incident wavefront. AB is what? Incident wavefront. AB is the incident wavefront. Already I told the angle between the wavefront and the surface we are going to cut is what? Angle of incident. Angle of incident. Clear? Clear? Simple one. I am going to take the refracting surface XY. I am going to take two incident rays, 1 and 2. I am going to incident on it. After incidenting the rays, what I am going to do? I am going to draw a normal. That one I am going to cut as what? Incident wavefront. This one I am going to cut as incident wavefront. After, what will happen? When the ray of light travels from one medium to another medium, rarer to denser, bend towards the normal. Okay, 1 dash and 2 dash are what? Refracted. Refracted rays. 1 dash and 2 dash are the refracted rays. Now, this is also incident angle. This is refraction. Incident angle. This is what? Refraction. Now, come to the Huygens wave theory. Huygens wave theory. Each and every point on the given wavefront produces a secondary waves in all directions. Means I am going to take 2 points. One is A, another will be B. Each and every point on the given wavefront, AB is the given wavefront. On the AB given wavefront, I am going to take AB only. I am going to take AB only. Now, B is going to produce a secondary wave. Secondary wavelets at a point C. This is going to be produced at a time interval T. Here also I am going to take both the points are going to produce the new wavefront at a point at a time T1. B is going to be produced as a point C. This is going to producing a secondary wave at a point C. Same way A is also producing a secondary wave in a forward direction only I am going to take. For example, this is going to be produced at a point here. At a point here. Here, how much distance from here to here means already velocity is displacement by time. Here, velocity how much we take? V1. Means V1 is equal to d1 by t. D is equal to V1 into t. Here is what? V1t. Here is how much? Here V2 is equal to d by t. D is equal to V2 into t. Here how much distance is going to travel? V2 into t. Clear? First condition is over. Each and every point of the given wavefront produces secondary waves in all direction. I took A and point A and point B. I am going to draw the secondary waves and distance also I find out. This will be V1t and this will be V2t. Now surface touching the secondary waves gives the position of new wavefront. I am going to draw the surface touch. See, this will be normal to this one. This will be normal run. No, angle between the incident wavefront and the surface is angle of incident. The angle between the refracted wavefront. Refracted wavefront is here. A dash. Sorry, here I am going to take CD. D. CD is what? Refracted. Refracted wavefront. The normals here refracted layer looks like normal drawn to the refracting layer. Normal drawn to the refracting layer. This is called as what? Angle of refraction. Clear? This is the incident layer. This is the refracted layer. Incident angle, refracted layer. Now, derivation part will be simple. Derivation part will be very simple. Now, from triangle ABC, from triangle ABC, sin I, sin is equal to sin theta is equal to what? Opposite by hypotenuse. This is sin theta, opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite is what? BC. Opposite is what? BC. Hypotenuse is what? AC. BC by AC. BC side is what? V1T. AC. This one I am going to take equation 1. Next, from triangle ABC, from triangle ABC, sin R, again opposite AD, hypotenuse AC. AD by AC. AD by AC is equal to what? V2T divided by AC. V2T divided by AC. This one I am going to take equation 2. Now I am going to rub this one. Keep in mind. Now I am going to divide equation 1 divided by 2. When I am going to equate 1 divided by 2, sin I by sin R is equal to V1T divided by AC. 2 means V2T, this AC will come to numerator. AC cancel, TT cancel. This is equal to what? V1 by V2. Now, sin I by sin R is equal to what? V1 by V2. V1 by V2 means already we know that is what? N2 by N1. N2 by N1 means that will be N1 sin I, cross multiplication. N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R. This is what? Law of refraction. See here? Sin I by sin R is equal to N2 by N1. Sin I by sin R is equal to N2 by N1. N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R. This is what? Law of refraction from Huygens. Clear? Clear? Now, simple one. I am going to take two rays. 1 and 2 are the incident rays. After taking the incident rays, I am going to draw a normal, that is the incident wave. That is the incident wave. After that, 1 dash and 2 dash are the refracted rays. Refracted rays. Now I am going to apply the Huygens principle. I am going to take 2 points EAB. B is going to be produced as a new wavefront at C. A is going to be produced as a new wavefront at D. Here how much distance is going to travel? V1T. Here how much distance is going to travel? V2T. Now I am going to draw the surface touching or tangent. This is the new wavefront. AD is the new wavefront. After drawing the new wavefront, the angle between the new wavefront and reflecting surface angle of incidence. Incident wavefront and surface angle of incidence. Now I am going to take two triangles. Triangle ABC, sin theta, opposite by hypotenuse BC by AC. BC means V1T. Again ADC, sin R, AD by AC. AD means V into T by AC. 1 dividing 1 and 2 sin A by sin R. AC is common both, cancel. TT cancel. V1 by V2. V1 by V2 is what? N2 by N1. Means N1 sin A is equal to N2 sin R. This is what? Law of refraction. Okay? I think it will be clear. I think this methodology is easiest method. Okay? This is also 3 marks question. Important one. Either with law of refraction or law of reflection they will ask. Okay? Thank you.